Your Honor. At this time, may I ask Mr. Jared Van Fossen to remove your sunglasses, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And may I call Mr. Jim Van Fossen to testify?
You may do so.
Mr. Van Fossen, please state your name for the record.
My name is Jared James
No,
Van Fossen,
not
ma'am.
Jared, James.
Okay, my dad.
Mr.
My name is James Van Fossen.
And do you recognize the other two parties on the screen at this time?
Yes, I do.
And who are they?
It's Mom, Bogan Love Sandash, and Dad, Jared Van Fossen, of the granddaughter who lives with us, Ariel Emma Van Fossen.
And how old is your granddaughter?
She's 14.
And how long has she lived with you?
3 years and a few weeks, just over 3 years.
All right. And during this time, have the parents provided any financial support to you?
No, they have not.
Do you provide health insurance or dental insurance for your granddaughter?
Yes, she has all the insurance she needs. She attends a private school, and yes, I provide all of that.
And how much do you pay a month for health insurance for Ariel?
Her health insurance is covered by the state. I think it's because she had state covered benefits in Nevada. And I'm also retired collecting Social Security. So when I submitted to the state, they said, yes, she's covered by the state of Pennsylvania. So it doesn't cost me anything out of pocket for insurance.
All right. And does she by any chance have dental insurance, if you know?
Yes, she does. And that's the same. It's covered by the same insurance.
All right. And do you have any co-pays of any kind for that?
Not so far. She's a healthy girl. And the one thing that we've been looking at are braces. And there would be a cost to that. She's not sure that she wants them, but we have received an insurance approval, but there would be a $2,000 copay if we go ahead with that. We're still not sure if we're going to do that.
All right. Now, do you have information or knowledge as to the profession or income of the mom, Bolgan Lovesendash?
Yes, my understanding is Bogan is a licensed practical nurse, an LPN, and she typically earns or should be earning somewhere in the $30 an hour range. And the father reported to the daughter that on her income taxes last year, she earned $80,000.
How much?
$80,000.
All right.
She works nights and weekends and overtime and second shift, third shift. So I think she gets, the base would be $60,000 based on $30 an hour, but I think she earns the rest in overtime, which seems reasonable.
All right. Are you asking this court to set child support for Ms. Lovesendash to pay you based on $80,000 a year income?
Yes, I am. And I think you can verify that through her income tax return for last year.
All right. And what knowledge or information do you have regarding your son, Jared Van Fossen's income?
Jared is capable of working. He chooses not to work. He worked last year in Galveston at Kroger's. He was earning, my understanding, $20 an hour, which is $40,000 a year. He quit that job claiming that he was injured, but he never filed for workman's comp and never worked a steady job again. I believe he works under the table. He works DoorDash. I suspect the reason he stopped Kroger's was maybe because the arrears for child support for another daughter born out of wedlock caught up to him. Maybe they were going after his paycheck, garnishing his paycheck there. I'm not sure. But I believe he is quite capable of earning $40,000 a year if he chooses to work. Mom says he chooses not to work, and that frustrates her.
Are you asking the court to set child support for Mr. Van Fossen to pay you based on $40,000 a year income?
Yes, I am.
And pursuant to your, let me pull it up, your petition, your testimony petition that was filed with, in the court, it states you're asking for retroactive child support since July 31st of 24. Is that correct, or are you asking for more than July 31st of 24?
No, that's all I'm asking for. That was, again, at a time where Ariel had decided she did not want to go back to her parents. I warned them that I needed financial support and physical help to keep her here. And I filed in Pennsylvania. They told me that they would have to pay whatever the judgment was back to July 21st, 2024. I spent money and expenses on Ariel based on that. As I went into semi-retirement, I have to keep working to pay for her. I'm collecting Social Security, and I need that money to recoup money that I took out of my retirement savings to pay for Ariel.
And you stated she goes to private school. Is there a monthly tuition cost for that?
I just got a bill today, $752, I believe it was. It's over $7,000 per year. I think it's 10 months of payments that we make and 2 months.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're covering that personally, is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
All right. Pass this witness.
Okay, you may call your next witness.
All right. I'll call Miss Bogan Lovesendash.
Excuse me.
Miss Lovesendash, what do you do for a living?
Huh?
What do you do for a living?
That's all you do.
I am LPN.
One moment, there's someone
License.
talking in the background somewhere. I don't know whose cube it's in, but it's distracting, and I'm guessing
think-
it's happening for others.
Okay, it was Jared, but I'll just ask the mom again. Miss Lovesendash, what do you do for a living?
I am licensed practical nurse.
And how much do you earn per year?
Last year I worked overtime. I did make 82,000 last year, but this year I was on travel nursing contract and I resigned. I am back in Galveston, so I'll be making $30 an hour. I got a new job, so I don't know, $30 an hour, 12-hour shifts a day. Multiply that to 12 months.
Do you get paid overtime if it's more than 8 hours, or is it straight pay even if it's 12 hours?
I believe if you work overtime, they will pay me overtime. I just started this job this week.
All right. And are you asking the court to set guideline support based on $30 an hour times?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Do you know how many hours a week you'll be working?
I'm not doing extra hours because I just have to 12 hours. So hold on. 36. How many times 12 hours? 3 days.
36.
Yeah, 36 hours per week.
Per week or per? Okay, gotcha. Understood.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're asking the court to set
Why did you
guidelines.
leave your old job to work 36 hours a week?
The old job was travel nursing job. It didn't work out well. I didn't have a home to stay. Couldn't afford it. I was in Maine. That was a temporary job. Now I have a permanent job. Full time is 36 hours.
Okay, so you said, I'm sorry, $30 an hour times
Yeah.
36. Okay. So basically 1,020 a week before taxes.
Correct.
Okay. And pass this witness, Your Honor.
Okay, you may call your next witness.
I'll call Mr. Jared Van Vossen. Mr. Van Vossen, how much did you make last year, if you recall?
Last year I made nothing. I worked at Kroger in 2024. This is 2025. I hurt my back. I was an overnight stalker, and I applied for disability through Texas, but it didn't work. But no, I didn't make anything.
Are you currently working now?
No, ma'am, I'm unemployed at the time.
And where do you live?
Right now, my address is, yeah, Galveston, Texas. Yes, ma'am.
And do you pay rent?
No, not at this time. We're looking for a place. We just got done travel nursing, my wife and I. We had to split up. We're trying to work things out, and we are trying to get a place to live so that we can both work and provide for our daughter and ourselves.
Do do you have a car?
My wife has a car under her name. Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to do something like Uber Drive or DoorDash or Lyft?
As soon as, yes, ma'am. And I'm not going to make any excuses. Yes, ma'am. I could do, I can't drive Uber or Lyft. The cars are too old for that, but I could do like DoorDash. But I'm waiting to get my cell phone, like a new phone. My phone ended up in saltwater up in Maine, and it's my iPhone is dead. Like we're literally like homeless right now, both of us.
And are you in agreement if the judge were to order you to pay child support?
Absolutely, yes. I feel it's my responsibility to provide for my daughter. I would just ask that the court would, um, you know, make a fair amount for me that, basically based upon not being employed at the time, that so when I am gainfully employed and we get back on our feet and we have a place that, I can make that. And also if the court could provide instructions on how to actually pay that. Because again, without my phone, I'm like, it's 2025. I'm old. I'm 44. Without my phone, it's like I can't Google like how to pay this and this and that. But yes, ma'am, to answer your question, yes, I am in agreement to pay and support my daughter Ariel and the Fan Fossa.
All right. And do you have any other children under the age of 18 that either live with you or you are court ordered to pay child support for?
Negative. No, my son Jet, he is 21 years old. He's married.
Oh, all right. And I'm sorry. I'm past this witness, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have any other witnesses?
I just want to recall Miss Love Sandash. Miss Love Sandash, do you have any other children under the age of 18 that live with you or that you're
No,
court ordered? Okay.
no, I do
Uh,
not.
Thank you. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, the state doesn't represent any of you, so I'm going to give you all a chance. If there's anything additional that you think I need to hear, Jim Van Fossen, is there anything additional you think I need to hear?
Yes. Again, these parents' evidence is showing that they're not supporting the child. They've been offered many opportunities to support their child. I've asked them to save up. I told them about this filing way before July of 2024. I suggested they save their money up in a bank account so they could pay the arrears. They didn't. Instead, they did Disney World, they went to Florida, they back to Texas, they flew across country, they drove across country. They're like continually on vacation. They were most recently up in Maine. They went to a Flyers hockey game in Philadelphia and I think back to Maine, then to Washington, D.C., did the tourist thing, visited family in New Jersey at the shore. They're not interested in working or supporting their daughter. They're not doing anything. They live like rich retirees, and I'm supposed to live as a retiree, but I have to keep working for their daughter who doesn't want to live with them because they're crazy. The reason she came to us was because CPS had taken the child away from them 3 times, and finally, the last time they were in a shelter, and Jared was not allowed to live with his daughter. So, okay, take the daughter until we get back on our feet. Well, they haven't got back on their feet. He just continually drinks. He has seizures from alcohol withdrawal, and he blitzes himself with alcohol. They live like vagabonds, and again, they're not mature adults at all. Bolga has worked as a travel nurse. She got paid well. I have her employer information. I don't know that she's still employed there, but I think that she's been paid pretty well. And she's, again, has said that she doesn't have any money to pay for her daughter. But they have 2 hotel rooms, I think, and 2 cars that she's making payments on. And again, they're traveling and vacationing and living it up while we're grinding it out here day by day. Jared, I believe, gets some kind of Texas benefits, SNAP benefits, or cash benefits on a debit card. I don't know if they reported that they have a child to get benefits, but obviously they don't. And again, how can he live without working? Well, somebody supporting him, the state or his wife or other women. He has other women, a girlfriend on the side, and it's just insanity, the two of them. He has been diagnosed to take medicine. He doesn't take his medicine. And again, they've got enough money for multiple car payments and multiple hotel rooms, and they don't have any money for their daughter. They continually tell me, "Oh, we're going to pay starting September. We're going to pay starting January. We're going to pay. We're going to pay." That's all I hear is we're going to pay. I told them, "I hope you're going to pay, and I hope the court will order you to pay. And I hope if they don't pay, that there are serious consequences for these two immature adults." I use that word in quotes.
Ms. Losendish, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah. Well, first of all, what he says is true, but not true. I did travel nursing contracts a couple times, 3 times last summer. And it is very expensive to travel. And most of the time, yes, I do stay in hotels when you travel nursing. The company doesn't pay, so I have to pay out of my pay. So it wasn't worth really traveling, but I wasn't on vacation. At the moment, I am filing divorce against my husband because he wouldn't work or help me, because all I wanted was to move next to my daughter when we left Vegas in 2024. But he didn't want to move to Pennsylvania because him and his father doesn't get along. They did some, I don't know, I'm from Mongolia originally. English is my third language. There's a lot of things I don't understand, especially the law of this country still. They did, Mr. Van Fossen had hired a lawyer that I cannot.
Objection beyond the scope of.
I'm just letting her speak at this point. So
Okay.
I'm going to overrule it for now. But which Mr. Van Fossen hired the lawyer?
Mr. Van Fossen, the father-in-law.
Okay.
He hired a lawyer last summer, and while I was in Pennsylvania, I went up and talked to the lawyer, and they said that when I was drunk, I don't drink a lot, but I do drink maybe like a wine or something once a month, and I was very drunk. I don't recall. I guess I texted a message threatening him. Well, all I said was, I want to go see my daughter and kidnap her, but anybody stops it from me, I will kill them or something. It's stupid that I don't mean it. So I texted to my husband. My husband took a screenshot and sent it to his father. And also, at the time, I had a boyfriend, and he was involved with the police and some misdemeanor charges or felony charges. They blackmailing me. They said, if you with this guy, you will never see your daughter. And you also threatened to kill me. And I told her, Mr. Van Fossen and his lawyer, look, I don't mean to say that I was drunk. I was going through emotional distress. Please, I don't mean to say this. Can I see my daughter? No, I'm not allowed to see my daughter. I was up there this year again, last month. I called him and my daughter Ariel. They don't want to see me.
Right.
I haven't seen my daughter since.
Okay. Ms. Losandish, I do think at this point that's not before me right now. Pennsylvania has jurisdiction over that issue in Texas. So even if someone filed something, it would not properly be before me. And so if this is at all related to money or back child support, I do want to hear it. But if it's a visitation concern only, it's really not relevant to
Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to clarify that I do want to help support my daughter. I do want to be next to her. I do want to live with her, but because of my husband, and he refuses to divorce me, of course, because I'm the one supporting him for 20 years. What I want to do is I will pay the child support to my daughter, but he said July 2024 is that the back pay. I mean, yes. If that's 2024, I agreed to pay because she wasn't sent to stay with him by Nevada. It was my decision, my husband's decision. We agreed on a piece of paper, said, yes, I just had graduated nursing school in 2023. Give us the 1 year to work together and move down to Pennsylvania. Then you can take care of her. And we both agreed. I give him a temporary guardianship. On the paper, everybody signed. So yeah, I do agree to pay child support from when I started working.
Do you know when that is?
Yeah, whenever you guys make, I mean, right now I haven't got my first paycheck until the
You were
17th.
working last year, though. Do you mean you don't mean the job you had last year, the travel?
Yeah, I
job?
did. The travel nursing was from June to just September 22nd. Yeah.
So that was June of 2024.
Wait, April. I'm
You
sorry.
know,
April 2025. April 2025 to September 2025. Yeah, just a few months, and it just didn't work out. I can't do it. It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's a good pay, but at the same time, you have to pay for hotels. So it works.
yeah.
Yeah, and
So April 2025 to September, you were at the travel nurse job.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. And what were you doing before that?
I was so I got licensed in March 2023. So I've been working. It's because husband doesn't work, so I pay for everything. I pay for two cars, rent, everything. At the moment, yes, we are living in our car because, like I said, I don't have. I filled up all my credit cards. I'm in debt. Yeah, I just don't have money to pay for hotels right now, so we're just living in our cars. If I can make the car payments, it's backed up. So if I could start paying child support, probably December, because this month of November I have to catch up for the cars because my cars will be repossessed. No, I'm not living tourist life. I'm going through trying to get the husband work, but he doesn't want to work until we get a place to stay because we have a dog too with us, German Shepherd. Um, so December would be a good time to start paying child support to Mr. Van Fassen. Yeah, I overworked myself last year just to pay bills and try to pay my credit cards, but it didn't work out. Me working for two adults. Yeah. And then finally, I got frustrated and I filed divorce in August. I think I came back to Texas in August and I filed a divorce and he refuses to divorce me. So I don't know. I don't know what to do now. So yeah, but I didn't refuse to pay child support, or I'm not living in any fantasy um, life. Just barely making it. I have nothing else to say.
Mr. Jared Van Fossen, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor, for allowing me to address the court. I will tell you this, Your Honor, and I'll look you straight in the eye as best I can on the camera. My dad is not, he's not all lying, but he's painting a picture in a different way. I've been married to this young lady for 21 years. We have two beautiful kids. My son is 20. He's married. My daughter's 14. My dad is a devout Christian, as am I. My dad, he told my wife and I that he's going to take Ariel to Pennsylvania. My dad's a millionaire, by the way. He's a tech company second, and it's not about the money. It's about, obviously, this court I know is about my child. But he said he's going to take Ariel to Pennsylvania and put her in private Christian school, which is just like a certain, it's called the Kelly School, like onto his doctrine of the Bible. And he's going to pay for everything. No, nothing, nothing, nothing. And then the next year, mom and I, we moved from Vegas to Florida. Mom was a nurse. She's licensed. And we wanted to take our daughter back and move her to Florida. My dad said, absolutely not. I don't care. I'm going to hire a babysitter, this and that. Now my dad has sued us in court, obviously, for child support. Now I have no objection to, there was a different ruling on a different court as far as custody. And that's because my wife committed adultery with a wanted felon. His name is William Richard
Object, Your
Jenner.
Honor. I'm going to object.
No, that's the truth.
I'm sustaining the objection to the extent of relevance, but I am curious.
Yes, ma'am.
So, is there a court order right now involving this child out of some court?
Yes, in Pennsylvania, my dad has custody because my wife committed adultery with a wanted felon.
Okay,
Her
not
boyfriend.
asking you whys. Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
does that court order address is it just custody and visitation, or
I don't
does it
know.
address anything else?
Just custody, Your Honor.
Do you have a copy of it?
Let me see. I was looking at it.
Love to see
It's
a
just
copy.
it's just custody. Yes, I
Yes.
confirm that. Let me see if I have it. One sec. Well, I do have it. Let me see where it is. 1 second. Oh,
But yes, Your Honor, I agree to pay child support to my daughter. I'm willing to pay, and we are. My wife is telling the truth. We are basically homeless, like in our car. I believe we live in our own bodies, but I agree to pay and support my daughter. And that custody thing and that whole other thing that she's looking at, this young lady's looking at right now, that was separate, and I wasn't aware of it. I wasn't served anything. That's because of mom, and I don't know. And I'm not pointing the finger at anybody else. It's my responsibility as a grown man to protect and provide for my daughter. My dad has all the control. She makes, yeah, a lot of money. I don't make any money right now, but yeah, I mean, whatever the state minimum is, or even more than that, based on 40,000, I agree. I'll pay, but please, someone tell me where to pay because I don't have an iPhone, and it just, I don't know. It's like I don't have an address like to get papers or anything. I hear from my wife, I hear from my dad, I hear this and that, emails and this and that, and I feel like, oh, and yeah, that's all I have to say. And I love my daughter. And my daughter's amazing. And I talked to her last night. I talked to her. She had the flu. She's okay. My daughter is my princess, and it's my responsibility to provide and protect her. And my dad, I think he overstepped his agreement, quote unquote, as my dad says, quote unquote, as far as he's going to take her and put her in private Christian school. Don't worry about it. And now he's suing us, and he's making my wife and I like insane, like sad, and just he controls my daughter. I know it's irrelevant, but not to able to talk to his mom and just painting us as the bad guys, just like he painted that picture for the court, Your Honor, painting us as we are these horrible, evil people, like this and that on vacation is absolute. I absolutely disagree with what my father said, and he is lying out of his teeth. And that's it. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
I'm looking, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you for allowing me to talk.
You're welcome.
If it would help, I could try to share the court order for custody.
I think I found that it's Court of Common Pleas of Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, let me download this.
It's a temporary custody order because the parents did not show up, and I expected to be made permanent in December at the next hearing.
All right. Your Honor, may I share screen?
You may do so.
Okay. Let me find this 1 second.
Does anyone have any objection to me seeing this order?
I do not.
Okay. Miss Love Sandish?
I do not.
Okay, Mr. Jim Von Fassen, do you have any objection to me seeing the order?
No objection.
Okay, let me know when it appears, if you don't mind.
It has appeared. So right now it's a temporary order.
Correct. Because they didn't show up, they wouldn't issue a final order. They tried to get in touch with them again. They have no permanent address. So I'm going to have to spend $900 to publish the court notice in Texas in the newspaper for the December hearing. And at that time, my lawyer expects it to be made permanent.
Do you want me to scroll up, Your Honor, or
You can scroll down a little, I guess.
yes, that's what I meant. Let me know when you're ready for me to keep scrolling.
You
I think I signed this paper.
you can keep scrolling.
Okay.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
Okay, you can keep scrolling. Okay.
This looks like the proposed, because nothing's,
Yeah, from there on, it's the proposed.
So,
The court
okay, can I see?
struck-
Oh, this did not, okay.
this is,
There-
I can scroll. Is Mr. Jim Van Fossen, is this the proposed, is from what you recall?
Yeah, that is the proposed, where our lawyer included the threats of kidnapping and killing. And
Okay.
the judge struck it because the mother and father didn't show up, didn't have proof of that. So, but she still awarded,
And then,
that's all proposed.
okay. Do you want, is this enough, Your Honor, or shall I keep going?
That was the initial notice from there on.
Just trying to make sure what's even pending. You can keep scrolling because it might be
Okay.
useful.
Of course.
You can keep scrolling. Okay. I just want to make sure that child support is not in here.
Okay. Oh, understood. Keep scrolling?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, there was nothing about support in there.
Okay.
Okay, so this is agreed. Can you read it? Is it large enough? Agreed temporary guardianship and
Yeah,
custody?
this was the initial, just signed by the family members of me taking Ariel in October of 2022, 3 years ago.
Okay.
This is the document that Bogan referred to.
All right.
Didn't have an end date or a time limit on it.
Okay. Let me know when you want me to scroll some more, Your Honor.
You can scroll.
And there's nothing in here about support either. Again, it was supposed to be temporary, but Ariel refuses to go back to them.
Okay. 3 of 4. Okay, and that's just where it was sent to us.
Yeah, that's just the notary's signatures in
Okay.
Las Vegas.
All right. And Your Honor, if you want, I can submit this or file this as an exhibit if you want.
It's up to you. You choose what exhibits you'd like to admit
Um,
or not admit.
Okay, thank you. I won't admit it. It has Mr. James Van Fossen, do you want this admitted as an exhibit on your behalf?
I don't think it needs to be. No, I think the custody and the support are separate issues.
All right, thank you. May I stop sharing, Your Honor?
You may stop sharing.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you have anything further, Mr. Hernandez?
No, Your Honor, just appears medical support was not pled for, so that could just be zero amount.
No, it was.
It was, oh, okay, so just based on your discretion, Your Honor, on the testimony, Mr. Van Fossen stated the child receives Medicaid through the state of Pennsylvania. But applying Texas law, whatever you determine should be the amount that each one should pay, or I can calculate it based on your ruling of their income, and an apportionment of court costs, so they should be paid by both biological parents or neither.
Okay. Ms. Love Sandash, would you like to make a brief closing about what you're requesting?
You mean about the child support?
Yes. The child support, medical support, or back child support.
Oh, okay. I yeah, probably starting January 1st, 2026, I can start paying child support. Um, until then, yeah, like I can't afford losing these cars to the bank because I have behind payments. Like, I just started this job this last week. I'm still on orienting this week. I'm trying to also help my husband to, help him get a phone and get a job, before the divorce. I'm divorcing him. Um, what else? Oh yeah, the back pay. The back pay, we did not agree to pay the back pay or any private school, because Mr. Van Fassen, father-in-law, said that he was his choice to put Ariel in private school. And I, up to now, last year, the year before, I was helping. I would send birthday gifts and whatever she needs, $300 for clothes, and I was providing that. He didn't mention that. And Ariel is Christian, and she does not like, the normal teenager girls wear outfits, and sometimes she refuses and she sends it back. But it's a lot of emotional distress for me. I've been living because of my father-in-law and my husband's decision. I almost feel like they forcefully take my daughter from me, but I know it's not the case. But I'm not even allowed to talk to my daughter. So that's going to be separate court. I'm going to work, save money, and get my own lawyer so I can go fix that problem myself. But yes, I will start paying, if the owner give me like January 1st started paying. Um, yes, I agree. Is it
In terms of
July?
the amount,
Huh?
the amount, does anyone have any proposals on amounts?
Yes, Your Honor. If we go on the current wages for Miss Lavendesh, that child support amount should be $788.
And what do you believe the current wages are?
I did 36 hours times $30 an hour, correct?
Yeah, they're paying me $30 an hour.
Okay, so 36 hours times $30 comes out to $56,160 divided by 12 is $4,680 a month. Take out taxes and all that, that puts a net of 3,937 and 76 cents times 20% is 787.55, round up to 788. Current for Mr. Jared Van Fossen, if we go by minimum wage, that would be $232. However, if we go by his earning potential, that should be closer to 450. The retro support based on 82,000 a year divided by 12 is $6,833.33 with a net of 55.19 and 83 cents would be monthly child support of $1,103.97 or $1,104. So we're asking times however many months. So the $1,104 would be for the month of retro support for mom and then for dad. One second. And then let me go to the father. 1 second. I think we said 40,000, 42,000 last year or whatever it was. 42,000 divided by 12 is 3,500. Let me go back to this number. 1 second. So 3,500. And this is not including any medical support. So 20%, so 3,500 a month times taken out for taxes and Medicare and all that would be a net of $2,989.63 times 20% would be $597.93 or 598. Those are the calculations just based on testimony I've heard.
What was that 598? I'm sorry, I was having trouble.
Okay, no. The 42,000 divided by,
Whose income is that?
he had testified that he had made Mr. Jared Van
Oh.
Housen had been making 42,000, and
My
then they moved to
previous
Galveston.
income.
Right, his previous income was 42,000, and then they moved to Galveston, and he was working at Kroger. So for retro 35,
Well, I don't know if we had a time frame for that previous job.
no.
Okay.
He just stated they moved to Galveston this year, so
That job was 3 months ending September of 2024.
True.
Okay.
you want me to ask for some more time frames, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
No, I believe you've rested. So I will.
Okay.
I'm going to take a moment and look at everything and try to come up with something based on what
Thank you.
testimony was presented.
Thank you.
Your Honor, am I allowed to make the closing? If the court pleases.
I thought you were done.
I didn't get to make a last thing.
Okay.
So just for me, is it okay, Your Honor?
You may finish.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I will summarize it. I do not want to waste the court's time because I know this whole thing is about Ariel and it's about her. I don't disagree with everything that my wife or my dad says. Yeah, this is my first rodeo as far as going through a divorce, this and that. I am gainfully unemployed right now, but it's not purposely unemployed. We are trying to find housing. That's our number one priority. I believe we will find housing within a week or two. When my wife gets her next paycheck, housing, and then the German Shepherd has a place to stay, and then I can go and I can work. I am on different medications, psych meds, for multiple things, but I do not disagree to whatever the court finds as far as the arrears that I owe to my daughter, and I completely agree with that. And that's based off of the 3 months that I worked at Kroger. But also, I would ask the court, like, just to be considerate of the fact that right now I am unemployed and I'm actively seeking employment while like living in my car with my German Shepherd and all of the things, including divorce and adultery and all of these things that are happening in my life. But that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's my responsibility to man up and take care of my daughter. But I would ask the court lastly to base it upon the fact that I am unemployed in the state of Texas and am actively seeking employment, and I was on SNAP food assistance. I'm not anymore because I'm not asking for any handouts. And that's it. And that's the last thing I would like to say. And thank you for allowing me to talk, Your Honor.
And if I could, I'd like
I
to
think
say,
you're ready. Did he do a closing? You may do a closing as well if you haven't done one yet.
just to say that I don't believe these people. They've been lying all along. I believe they were ordered by the court to produce pay stubs and tax returns. I don't think they've done that. So now you're taking their word of mouth that she's only working 36 hours a week. I don't believe that. I believe they both do DoorDash. Has anybody looked at their DoorDash? Have they had to produce their income W-9s for DoorDash or anything? And it's all just based on that.
So I just want you to understand, sir, that this court is not allowed to do discovery or to research or investigate. I'm here to listen to evidence that gets presented and then make a ruling on what gets presented to me.
Okay. I thought I read the order initially that said bring pay stubs.
That is the pleadings that the AG's office filed. I only entertain pleadings that come before me.
Okay.
So no one has filed anything with regard to discovery.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And when is the final trial in Pennsylvania?
There's a court hearing date December 13th.
And what is expected? Do you know what's expected to happen? Is it expected to be finalized?
Expect that the parents will not show and it will be finalized.
I'm sorry?
Permanent custody is the expected result.
In December?
In December 13th.
We will be there as we are here today with our attorneys.
I can't afford it for me.
Well, we're going to figure it out. We will be present. So, yeah. Like what my dad says, we won't show up. Yeah, we are actually responsible enough to show up.
Okay. This might not get resolved in December, but I'm going to reset the case. I'm going to do a temporary order today and final trial either late December or early January, just to see what happens at that trial, because you just never know.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe early January, like January 6th for final trial. And so I'm ordering child support at this time, temporary child support.
January. Oh, you mean January? I think it's the 5th or the 7th.
I'm sorry, I had the wrong year up.
That's okay. The 7th is in
So
person.
it's January 5th. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
It's last year's. So the final trial will be January 5th of 2026 at 9 a.m. on Zoom for Miss Love Sandish. Well, actually, for Mr. Van Fossen, I'm ordering child support based on minimum wage. I'm ordering that he pay cash medical support of $20 per month.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Van Fossen, beginning December 1st of 2025.
Yes, ma'am.
Minimum wage child support is $228 per month. So I'm ordering he pay $228 per month beginning November 1st of 2025 and monthly thereafter. I'm putting him into the Choices program to help him find employment.
I appreciate that, Your Honor.
Thank you. And I am reserving the issue of back child support until final trial. We'll see how everything flushes out. Give me one moment.
Your Honor, I don't mean to interrupt, but how can I enroll in the Choices program?
Sir, hold on.
Yes,
let me
ma'am.
finish my ruling. It's very hard to make a ruling and be having side conversations. I find I make mistakes. So
Yes, ma'am. I apologize.
That's okay. Okay, for Miss Lev Sandish, I'm ordering that she pay child support. And I'm ordering that I'll start with cash medical support. I'm ordering that she pay cash medical support of $70 per month, beginning December 1st of 2025. I'm ordering that she pay child support based on the $4,680 based on her testimony of 36 hours per week at $30 per hour. I'm ordering that she pay child support of $774 per month, beginning December 1st of 2025. And then, as I said, final trial is set January 5th of 2026 at 9 a.m. Everyone should come prepared for final trial. If there is a final order, please have that, or I've sent it to the AG's office. The AG did ask for discovery, including income tax returns for the past 2 years, any Form W-2s or 1099s or K-1s you may have, paycheck stubs for the prior 3 months, and any policies or insurance benefits that are available for the child. Do you have any questions, Ms. Hernandez?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And so you're going to all go back to your breakout rooms. The AG's office is going to draft the order. They will have the person from the Choices program is here in court today in a breakout room. And so at some point, the AG's office will will have you go into that room to meet with the Choices representative as well.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And we're going to stop the recording. Thank you all, and we'll see you all back in January.
Thank you. You should be able to tap the screen and it'll put you back in the room.
Can you send me my next court Zoom to my email?
Yes, ma'am. I will.
Okay.
I
Thank
will.
you. Yeah, because we don't have address until another 2 weeks at least.
I can send it. We'll send it as an email.
Okay. Thank you.
And then if you see the screen, it should put you back in your room. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's done.
It's the breakout room. It's a private room.
Yes, it's private. Nobody will
Okay,
be
so we can